Hi there. In this video, we're going to talk about unlisted jobs. So with Taleo Business Edition out of the box, you have the ability to do a general application. So here's a careers website, and on that careers website, I have a general application. The candidate looks for the job. They can't find the job that they're interested in. They just have the option to just send the resume. And when they click here, what that's going to do is take them into an application form, and it's easy to fill out. They can use all of the tools that they use today for their application form, but basically, it just takes that candidate without associating them to any requisition at all and puts them into your database. So my recommendation is to do things slightly a little bit different. Through the configuration of Taleo Business Edition, I'm going to jump to another zone here. It looks just the same. It's got the same careers website branding, so it feels very similar, but it's actually a different zone. And within that zone, I have unlisted jobs page set up. So the unlisted jobs page is just basically a link to another careers website. And instead of it just saying to submit your application, it says submit your application on Unposted jobs page. When I click on that link, it's basically going to take me to another careers website. So same company, another careers website where I've listed off requisitions that are just general buckets. In those general buckets, you could have, better text. I just have accounting positions. Potentially in your accounting positions description here, you could say, this is for accounts payable clerks and accounts receivable clerks and so on, whatever description that you'd want. Now, the beautiful part of it is when I apply for the position, I know they're not actually applying for a position, but that's what the button says. When they apply for a position, they're taken to an application form. If you'd like, you can tailor this application form specifically for accounting positions. So you could have a field on it that is how much experience do you have in accounting, or you could have a field on it that says what locations are you interested in working. Whatever it takes to help you identify the candidates that you're looking for later. Because all that this accounting positions is all about the candidate being able to self-identify what is their area of interest within your jobs that are not posted. They couldn't find a job they're looking for. Help them help you by giving you a notion of what the position that they're after is all about. So potentially you could have some fields that you're collecting that are specific for the position, but you can also have screening questions. Hooray! So within those screening questions, you can ask things like how much experience do you have in accounting, what role are you interested in, or what roles have you held before, accounts payable clerk, accounts receivable clerk, whatever. But also you could have some skills-based tests. You could have some skills-based questions that allows them to give a rank so that even when you go looking at these accounting buckets, you can see which candidates are the best for you. So that's how this is much more powerful than just doing a general application. You can actually gear it. The candidate self-identifies. You're able to put all of your screening tools in place. The true value of having an applicant tracking system is to get to the best candidates before anyone else gets to them. This is going to help you do that. Okay, so let's talk about how we actually got here. So here's my careers website. I'm going to show you exactly how we made this happen. I'm going to go into Customize Recruit. Now, I've already done it in my zone, so I'm going to just have to make another one. So I've already got my unlisted jobs, but here's how I got there. I added a careers website. I'll name it something just a little bit different so that we know that it's different than the one that I've already set up, ULJ's Unlisted Jobs. Now, you want to be mindful when you set this up. Probably I don't want people to be able to subscribe to an RSS feed. I probably don't want social sourcing. If I have that great feature, you should have it. But if I don't want it to scrape the jobs. So I'm going to turn off whatever features it is. I definitely don't want a general application form on my Unlisted Jobs page. So there you go. I've created it. Now, with this unlisted jobs right out of the gate, it's going to be unbranded. Oh, look, I have no branding. Now, I probably should have done this in a different browser because now I'll be logged out. So let me drag in another browser, and we'll just paste it in there. Here you go. Okay, oops. Okay, great. So we can see that there's no branding. Let me jump back into Chrome. And I'm going to make some changes in the careers website. I'm going to have to log back in here. I'll make some changes in the careers website so we can see the branding as it comes into effect. Now, the easiest thing to do is grab your branding from your existing careers website now. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. That way, the candidate doesn't really realize they've been ported to a different careers website, and they don't need to know. So I'm going to my branded careers website. I'm going to jump into the header. I'm going to take Control-A, which selects everything, and Control-C, which copies everything. And jump back into my new careers website header. right? So I'm doing the header footer for the branding. Control A copies everything. Control V pastes everything. And let me do the footer as well. Go down to the footer, Control A, Control C. And now to the footer of my new careers website, Control A, Control V, and save. Okay, great. Let's go look in Firefox and see. Let me refresh this page, and it should actually be branded now. Terrific, branding, right? So that's step one. So we've got a new careers website. We've got some branding to it. So now we've got to do some sneaky tricks. And our sneaky tricks are basically configuring careers website pages. And I've already done some, so this is going to make it easier to find them. I'm just going to start closing things until we get to, okay, so here in the job search results page, I made my job search results a little bit different for unlisted jobs. I did that by clicking add a version, which created a page like this. And then you can see that I added some special text. So I inserted a title section. I called it Unlisted Jobs. Put whatever you want. I'd put single column, by the way. I then also inserted some static HTML. And within that HTML, I basically just put some text. So let's go see what text I put. Thank you for an interesting company. You're able to find an open postings, but look, that open postings looks like a link. That open postings is actually going to take them back to the open postings. So we're making navigation really, really easy. So there's some text and there's an href. In a couple seconds, I'll show you the exact format for an href. Href is basically just an ability to put in a link, right? So you can put in the link location. You can put in whatever words you want to display for the link. So that's pretty much it. I hid some other things so that the results table just shows the job title, just shows accounting positions, and I can't remember what the other one was. And then at the end, I put a return to job listings, which again is just an href that's taking me back to the open jobs, right? So now the candidate's experiences, they come in, they click that link. We haven't set it up yet. They click the link that takes them here to unposted jobs. We've given them a couple of links back to go to the job listings of posting jobs, so they don't get orphaned over here. All right, there's one more requisitions view page. Again, I'm going to add a version of the requisitions view. So I say add version. When I've created the version, let's see what the differences are here. I did a back to unlisted jobs, right? So instead of jumping back, so this is, I found a job, I'm looking at it, I want to go back to the link. And so basically I do a link to. What a link to is, it's just a link to another page in your careers website. You can choose what page it is specifically that you're looking for, and you can add whatever label you want. So back to search result, back to unlisted jobs maybe. And all this is doing is inserting a page link within the careers website itself. So you don't have to get as fancy as an href, you just make a link back. Okay, so here's the one that I did, back to the job search results page. Okay, super. So click save. The last thing that we did, this, I've got a thank you page. I don't think that it really makes any difference. Thank you is just thank you for your application, so it doesn't really make any difference if you've set one up. But you do need to put something into the job search page, because the job search page and maybe the job search results is how the candidate is going to get there. So remember, at the beginning of my job search page at the bottom, where it typically says you just want to make a general application, mine says, do you want to send us your resume, and has a link to the unlisted job. So the first thing you want to do is hide the general application. I've inserted probably just some HTML there that says, do you want to send us your resume? And then another one that actually has an href in it. So let's talk about that href. So here we go to submit your application for the postings are not yet available. Please submit your application on our, and then an href. Now the format for the href, it starts with that little pointy bracket and an A, and it ends with the pointy brackets with a /A. So it's open and close. The syntax is href equals, and then in quotations, your entire URL. Okay, so the URL for your new careers website that you've just created, and then close that pointy bracket. And then with the next thing you put is, how do you want that link to display? So unposted jobs page, and then the pointy bracket and close A, and the P's are just paragraph and close paragraph. So you don't really need those, but it's all about cleaning it up. Okay, so we've got that in our job search page. What that does is at the bottom of the page, instead of saying general application, it says, do you want to see our unposted jobs? Click here. Now, here's search results. I didn't put it in search results before, so I'm going to introduce it into search results now, but it seems to make sense that the candidate's gone to the searched for a job and don't see something that they're interested in. So you might want to say, okay, you didn't see what you're looking for, so click here. I'm going to come back and grab this from my job search page, and I'm going to put it into my job. I'm going to put it into my job search results page. So job search results page, I just come down here, I insert some static HTML. Basically, I'll paste the exact HTML that I had on the other page. To submit your application for postings not yet available, please go to and our href. Now I just want to fancy this up, so I'm going to insert some more text just to make it a little bit more visual. Put whatever text that you want here. I'm going to make it maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, great. So now even when the candidate comes in, does a search, they can't find the job in the search, we're going to have the link there for them as well. And let's go looking. Let me do a search. I probably don't have very many jobs posted. So I do my search. I don't have any jobs posted, so I definitely want to submit to a general application. And there you go. There's my unlisted jobs. So the video is very quick, I know that, but the beauty of video is that you have the ability to rewind it whenever you want, and look in detail at the specific things that we're showing you. But there's very few touch points, so your steps are set up a new careers website, brand that careers website. You're going to have to post some jobs. We'll see that in a second. Post the jobs to that specific career website. And then make those links on those 3 pages. And that's really it. And you get all the power of the candidates being able to self-identify. So here I am, I'm posting to the unlisted jobs. Potentially I could have a different application form if I wanted. If I wanted to have an accounting application form, I could. I'm not sure that's entirely necessary. And then the candidates, as they apply for those jobs, basically they're self-identifying their area of interest. They're actually potentially even showing you the skills that they have specific to that job. So now I've posted another accounting job, and I want to go and find the candidates that have posted to those accounting positions. I just go into search. I select that requisition. That's my general bucket of candidates that have self-identified that they're interested in accounting positions. Normally, there'd be a list of the candidates here. And if you include rank in this list view, they would even be telling you how good of a job fit they are or how solid they are in accounting. So I would encourage that. I would definitely encourage putting screening questions. I definitely encourage putting some score to them so the very most qualified accounting candidates are coming to the top. And of course, make as many buckets as you want. Accounting, front office, engineering, QA, whatever it is that you need. So hopefully that helped. Go back through the video at your leisure, and I hope this works for you.